Coming up, good news on Georgia's unemployment rates.
Also, how coffee can help you and the Lady Blazers continue their ride to nationals. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Jarday Johnson.
And I'm John Fuller. Friends may be priceless, but pressing a friend button is worth $38 a share. That's what Facebook set as the initial price when its stock begins trading on Wall Street today. Share price puts Facebook's value at $104 billion at the opening bell. Felicia Taylor reports from New York.
$38 a share. That's the magic number that the IPO of Facebook will begin trading at on the NASDAQ on what I'm calling Facebook Friday. Now, this puts Facebook as the largest tech IPO, but certainly the third largest in U.S. history when it comes to valuation. It only falls below Visa, which was at $19 billion, and General Motors, which was at $18 billion. They will reap about $16 billion for Facebook. Now, as I said, $38 a share, 421 million shares out there to be sold. They've, for the most part, been allocated up until now. But the real question for Facebook is, where is the growth in the future? Not everybody out there is so certain that it's there. Take a listen.
The problem is right now, the hype is coming, and the buyers today, or tomorrow and the next week, are going to be the retail buyers, the non-educated buyers. They'll probably bid it up to where Las Vegas says the opening price after this is going to be $60 a share. But the bottom line here is, a year from today, I think Facebook is going to be lower than the highest price it hits on Friday.
Question is how much? It's normal to see about a 10, 15, 20% run up in the stock. That means that the underwriters will have done their job and priced it accordingly. If it goes up more than that, then the question is, was there greater demand? And also the buyers at that level are going to have to wait that much longer for them to be able to make the kind of profits that the initial buyers that got in on the IPO were already able to make at $38 a share. But nevertheless, it'll be certainly exciting to see the largest tech IPO in history begin trading on Friday. Back to you.
The unemployment rate in Georgia has dropped below 9% for the first time in 3 years. The jobless rate for April was 8.9%. This is down 0.9% from April of last year. This is the lowest the jobless rate has been in the state since February of 2009.
Construction is well underway on Valdosta's second Publix, which will be directly beside Walmart on Inner Perimeter Road. It is expected to open in 2013 and will offer over 500,000 products at a time. The new Publix is expected to generate about 150 new jobs. When asked about their thoughts on their new neighbor, Walmart managers said they had no comment. The Valdosta City Council approved the new supermarket in February, and construction started a short time later.
A 27-year-old father has been sentenced to 10 years in prison involving the death of his 2-year-old son nearly 2 years ago. William Thomas Davis III of Warner Robins has been found guilty on involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct charges. Investigators say the toddler weighed 12 pounds and 6 ounces at his death, and an autopsy ruled the cause of the death as malnutrition.
A driver was killed in a street racing accident in San Antonio, Texas, Wednesday night. A truck and a car were racing when witnesses said the car bumped the truck, which caused it to lose control. The driver of the truck ran through a guardrail on a bridge and fell more than 40 feet down into a creek. He was pronounced dead on scene. The driver of the car and a passenger fled the scene. Police are still looking for them.
In an attempt to stop illegal voters, Florida has asked for access to the immigration database maintained by the Department of Homeland Security. After being shut down due to legal complications, the Election Division approached the Department of Motor Vehicles and asked them to cross-check names of suspicious individuals. Voters who don't check out will receive a letter requiring them to provide proof of their citizenship within 30 days in order to vote in the next presidential election.
Coming up, taxpayers in Chamblay are unhappy. We'll tell you why.
And a Michigan boy gets an unpleasant surprise in his Arby's meal. Stay with us.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. Good news for coffee drinkers. Turns out that it can be good for you.
A recent study shows that drinkers who drink more than 1 cup of coffee a day tend to live longer. The study was conducted over the past 17 years and involved over 400,000 people aged 50 and 70 located all over the country. The subjects all led healthy lifestyles and showed an improved lifespan between 5 and 15%. It seems whether decaf or regular did not have an impact, but researchers tell coffee lovers to watch the cream and sugar intake.
Taxpayers in Chamblee are not happy with the local school board who have kept the lights on in a local school. The problem is, the old Chamblee Middle School closed down 6 years ago, and the taxpayers are still paying for the bill. A spokesman for the school system calls it a safety precaution to keep away vandals, but the air conditioning and heat is left on as well, and this has some taxpayers a bit hot under the collar.
Valdosta State University's Upward Bound program holds a spring award ceremony on campus for its 2012 graduates. News Valdosta's Cam Copeland has more on that story.
The Valdosta State University Upward Bound program is hosting their Spring Awards Banquet, designed to award high school seniors for their success and achievements in high school. The banquet is in the university's Student Union Ballroom, honoring the Upward Bound program's 3rd graduating class from Valdosta High School. The Upward Bound program has helped many students throughout their high school years through offering extensive opportunities, including tutorial programs and residential college visits. This has enabled many students to gain the discipline and experience needed to succeed in college. This year, they will be taking a trip to Los Angeles to visit USC, UCLA, and Cal State Los Angeles.
This program is a celebration of all the achievements that specifically that the seniors have made.
The program was designed as a dinner ceremony. The ceremony included a motivational speech by Valdosta attorney Valerie Thomas Bryant, various musical selections played by the Valdosta High School Jazz Ensemble, a recognition of graduates, and a presentation of awards to the graduates of the class of 2012. Each of the 11 Upward Bound students will be graduating from Valdosta High School in late May. All of them have gotten into the colleges of their choices. Through their trip to Los Angeles, they hope to become enlightened, to confidently succeed in college. With News Valdosta, I'm Cam Copeland.
A 14-year-old from Michigan was horrified after finding a piece of severed human flesh in his Arby's meal. Ryan North knew something was odd after finding a piece of tough rubbery material in his junior roast beef sandwich. The material was later discovered to be part of an employee's finger who had cut it off while working the meat slicer, then left the store without informing anyone. An Atlanta spokesperson for the chain has apologized for the incident, labeling it as an isolated and unfortunate accident.
Taking a look at your local weather, today we're having isolated thunderstorms with a high of 84. Those storms are expected to continue through the night. Tomorrow, along with the thunderstorms, we'll have a high of 83 and a low of 62.
Coming up, the Lady Blazers continue their ride to the Nationals.
And a controversial book has Georgians concerned. Stay with us.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Jarde Johnson.
And I'm John Fuller. The VSU softball team is continuing their ride in the NCAA National Tournament. They defeated Augustana yesterday with a score of 5-4. The Lady Blazers have recently gotten accustomed to playing extra innings, and this was no exception yesterday, as the two teams fought it out for 11 innings. The game-winning run came as a walk-off home run by Samantha Posey. This saved the hope for a national title. The Blazers are currently playing Southern Connecticut State and will potentially play Kutztown at 3 p.m. The national championship game is scheduled for tomorrow and can be seen on ESPN2.
The Valdosta Theatre Guild's opening night for their newest play was last night. News Valdosta, Kristen Finney has the story.
Drivers passing through downtown Valdosta last night might have noticed a crowd at the Dosta Playhouse. Yesterday marked the opening night for Theatre Guild Valdosta's newest play, Caught in the Net. Performances will continue tonight and throughout the weekend and continue from next Thursday through Sunday.
What I'm hoping to get from the show is lots of audience enjoyment. That's why we do this, is for our community to have fun.
The Valdosta Theatre Guild utilizes both veteran and new actors in their performances.
I enjoy being in the Theatre Guild because my passion is acting. I've always, ever since I was like 5 years old, I like to play princess and things like that.
The play is based around the life of John Smith, which is anything but ordinary. Smith is leading a double life, having two separate wives. When his two children, one from each wife, meet in an internet chat room, John makes a frantic effort to keep from being found out. Spectators watch as Smith tries to save his current arrangement. For pricing information and to reserve your tickets, call 229-247-8243. For News Valdosta, I'm Kristen Finney.
Library patrons who wish to check out the new controversial trilogy 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James may be out of luck. Out of the 51 Georgia libraries that are involved in the online library service, only 6 will have the books on their shelves. The books, which have been on the New York Times bestseller list, were found to be of poor quality by the DeKalb County Selection Committee. The story revolves around a literature student and her lover.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Jarde Johnson.
And I'm John Fuller. Have a good day. We'll see you next time.